Hey guys, it's me, Mrs. Scott, and welcome back. I hope you had a good spring break. We're going to review some literary terms today. I'm going to walk you through this and we'll see how we do before you start your next section of the poetry unit. So first, remember about irony when we get the opposite of what we expect. There are three kinds. Verbal, when we say the opposite of what we mean. Gee, Mom, I can't wait to visit old Aunt Mabel. Situational, when the situation is the opposite of what we expect. You get run over by an ambulance. You get hit by a Dodge truck. Or dramatic, when we know something the character doesn't know. You're watching a movie and you know the girl should not walk home alone because there's a killer on the loose. Imagery is writing that appeals to the five senses, so it makes you see things or hear things or smell things or taste things. The muddy socks were piled on top of the rug. The buzzing sound filled the air. The mud felt slimy and cold between my toes. The pizza tasted like cardboard. Her perfume smelled like flowers and vanilla. An allusion is a figure of speech that makes a reference to something that we all know about, people, places, or events. For example, if you said, he's a real Romeo with the ladies, refers to the story Romeo and Juliet by Shakespeare. In this one, I was surprised his nose was not growing like Pinocchio's, refers to Pinocchio whose nose grew whenever he told a lie. If I told eighth graders, hey, you really pulled a Charlie Gordon, which would be very offensive, I wouldn't do that, but you would know what I meant, whereas seventh graders would not know because they hadn't read the story. If I said that you were a real Michael Jordan on the basketball court, you'd also know that I was referring to a famous basketball player who was very good. So it's a reference to something. Dialect is a way of speaking that's characteristic of a certain place or group of people. If you look at the following two ways on the right here, that someone might say hi to a group of friends. Well, hey there, mates, you catch the game on the telly this evening? Or, hey guys, what's up? Did you watch the Chiefs game last night? So which one is most likely from America and which is most likely from England? Also, the North versus South, people have different words for different things. A pail or a bucket, press the button or mash the button. I've never heard that one. A spatula or an egg turner. I'm going to try to hide this, but I might not be able to shut it off. Might be able or might could. A teeter-totter or a seesaw. Pop and soda. I think you guys took that dialect test a while back. A simile, these are pretty easy to compare two things using words like or as. We saw the whole poem of Willow and Ginkgo using similes all the way through. This pizza is as cold as ice. The children descended on the buffet like locusts, and her eyes were as blue as sapphires. A metaphor compares two different things directly. You're saying one thing is something else. Her voice was music to my ears. She had the heart of a lion. For me, time is money. The kids at school are all brains. He is the shining star of our class. Personification is when you give human qualities to non-human things. We did an exercise on this as well. You should have it in your packet. The car danced across the icy road. The angry clouds marched across the sky. The stars in the clear night sky winked at me, and the tulips nodded their heads in the breeze. Symbolism is when we use a person, place, or thing to represent something else. Symbols can be very powerful. The American flag stands for the United States of America. The Nazi flag stands for Hitler and the Holocaust. A heart or a cupid or a rose stands for love. The dove is for peace, the peace sign. The cross or the Star of David stands for different religions. The poison sign, the, the Grim Reaper, and also colors can be symbolic as well. And there's a picture of what they might stand for. So that's it for now. On to the next section.